Hello. So I'm just out on my bike. Just had like about an hour long bike ride. Wasn't that far, like 14, 15 kilometers. I'm almost home now. And 8 weeks pregnant. Feeling good and bad, like quite nauseous to be honest. It's funny, like I found out I was pregnant pretty early on. And like I found out it probably was like maybe 2 weeks pregnant. And I felt great at the time. I like had so much energy and had no morning sickness or anything like that, no nausea. And was talking to Dan, my husband, and I was like, we were both saying like it has to be what people eat. I bet you I'm just gonna like sail through this pregnancy and everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be like fucking Mother Nature and feeling on top of this world. And then like a week or two later, it just like boom, hit with the nausea. It's like you get like superhuman like sense of smell that like serves no purpose to anyone, and everything just stinks. Like if there's a towel that's like a little bit damp, you can smell it and it makes you feel nauseous. Like I can smell my dog's breath, like genuinely, like my dog would be like beside me and I can just smell its breath and it just turns your stomach. The smell of bananas puts me off life. Like ripe bananas, they're fine if they're green, but as soon as they get any way ripe, the smell is so intense, like it just turns your stomach. Like nothing can smell. Like anything that has like a remote sense of smell, I just like, just, bleh, just, like greens. I can't handle the smell of greens. I don't know, very strange. Um, and it's just there, like it feels like car sickness or like, do you know if you were like on a roller coaster? It feels like I'm constantly on a roller coaster. You know that kind of like, you kind of feel like you're gonna throw up, but then you never throw up. Well, like sometimes you do, but not really. Like you barely throw up, but you just feel like that all day long. Or at least I haven't thrown up anyway. It's a very strange thing. It's like apparently it's the hormones. Well, like I've heard a couple of things. One was like it's the hormones, like the new hormones in my body, like obviously making me feel this way. And then I've heard someone say, I mean, there's no like real known cause of like morning sickness. And then I've heard others say that like it's almost a survival instinct. Like you become very sensitive to things that have strong odors are generally poisonous, like a lot of the time. So like you tend to be more drawn to like very bland things that like you're not really gonna get like sickness from. Now I don't know how true that is because I can't imagine that like what would you be drawn to in nature that would be very bland. Like I'm drawn to crackers at the moment. I doubt they're in nature. So like, I don't know how that's true. And I don't see why you wouldn't be attracted to fruit. And grapes I can handle, but then most grapes I find like when I eat grapes a lot of the time they're probably not very ripe. They're quite crunchy still. I like them like that. Yeah, the bike helps though. Oh my gosh, does cycling and help, and swimming is great as well. Actually, the cold water is lovely. But the bike makes a massive difference. Like you never want to do it. Like that's always the case with exercise, or at least where I'm concerned anyway. Like I never ever want to get on my bike. Not really. Like getting me out the door is like the hardest part. Like if I could just have someone there to just like push me out the door. Once I get on the bike, I'm like delighted. I'm so happy that I'm doing it and I feel great, and I'm never thinking like, oh, I should just stop now. I should just stop. Like I never think like that. Once I actually am there and I'm doing it, I just enjoy it. But like I would procrastinate and procrastinate until I actually do it. Like I'd always find something else to do. Like, oh, I'm just gonna clean over here, or I'm just gonna check my emails, and I'll just watch this quick YouTube video. That's why it was great when Sophia was here. Like definitely having a cycling buddy, I think that helps so much. When my sister was here, like, I just never even thought about it. It was just like we just got on the bikes and went. It was great. So good. I miss you, Sophia. Come home. Come here to me. I need you. But yeah, cycling helps. It's the cure-all for everything, isn't it? I'm hoping that I can cycle like pretty much like the whole way through the pregnancy. Like I am planning on cycling to give birth. Like I'm going to cycle to the hospital. But no, I do hope that I can cycle like the whole way through the pregnancy. Really do. Because I think it's going to make a massive difference. I've heard that like you have to like bring up your handlebars though at a certain point, because otherwise like as your belly gets bigger, like you kind of like lose balance a little bit or something. Swimming should be easy enough to keep up. I suppose I won't be able to like maneuver through the water as nicely as normal, but I I'm pretty curvy at the best of times, so it's not as if I was like super lean. coming through the water. My weight has gone down just before I was kind of pregnant, so I'm about 11 stone 5 kilos now, so I've lost like 9 pounds as of late, which is a good thing because obviously I'm lighter and I needed to lose weight and still need to lose weight, but that obviously is not an issue now for the next couple of months. Yeah, that's that. Cycling, pregnancy, nausea. Hopefully the nausea is supposed to end after 14 weeks, so that's only 6 more weeks of torture. Yeah, so I hope everybody is well, and I'll see you in the next video.